With that, I'd like to invite Brother Nouri Sardar to the stage and bless you with his presence. From Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad sallallahu alaihi
Allah in His mercy had set a condition. Allah in His mercy had set a condition. Allah then gave this as a trust to Jibreel. Jibreel had then brought down this revelation. Jibreel left it in the hands of Muhammad.
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
Allah in His mercy had set a condition. Allah then gave this as a trust to Jibreel. Jibreel had then brought down this revelation. Jibreel left it in the hands of Muhammad. Muhammad, he tried to teach it to his nation. Muhammad then asked to God over it. Ali proved the necessity of its function. Ali left it written on his shroud for Hassan. Hassan forgetting this faced hatred and friction. Hassan left it lodged in his coffin for Hussein. Hussein, for this trust, inspired revolution. Hussein wrote it in his blood, left to speak it Sajjad. Sajjad showed it could be used for prayer's ascension. Sajjad transformed it into knowledge for Baqir. Baqir proved by teaching it you can bring about action. Baqir built its very foundation for Sadiq. Sadiq reshaped the world just with its reflection. Sadiq reflected it to the mind of Kazim. Kazim spread it far and wide, even under detention. Kazim imprisoned managed to give it to Rada, and Rada went on him was all mind and attention. Rada went on him was all mind and attention. He was asked to give them something of salvation. He then gave them that trust, a golden narration, saying, given to me from Kazim, reflected to Kazim from Sadiq, built for Sadiq by Baqir, given as knowledge to Baqir from Sajjad. Sajjad spoke it from the blood of Hussein. Hussein removed it from the coffin of Hassan. Hassan took it from the shroud of Ali. Ali was told to guard it by Muhammad. Muhammad was given it by Jibreel. Jibreel sent it a trust from Allah that he who believes in God and Muhammad is saved if you accept the conditions of Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. I'd like to thank the organizers for arranging this great event. Inshallah, if you allow me a few minutes of your time, I'd like to share with you some poetry in regards to this great occasion. But firstly, I wanted to take you all to the land of Syria. Very briefly. I think it's important that we speak about Lady Zainab. Because right now we are in a situation where people intend evil on her shrine. They've already destroyed the shrine of Hajar, the shrine of Nabi Ibrahim. God forbid, if they go near the shrine of Lady Zainab, what are we going to say? To Imam Ali, to Zahra, to Prophet Muhammad. Could it be the end of times? Look at the crimes against her. They have their eyes on her shrine and her bloodline. Defend her, a message we've given. We are Zainab's children. I arose in painting a rose, Ali's daughter. I wanted to paint a picture, and I picked her. For this there was none worthier, and none worth her, but not as we stand with her. But as we stand with her, I watch her wither. This is who, if men discuss her, it disgusts her. A sister of the moon asks, who will assist her? I have painted a picture, and I brushed her with sadness, the mother of tragedy, so silently in distress on this canvas written, "We are Zainab's children." She saw they were coming for her and for her throne. The princess of calamity from her throne. I heard the screaming of this rose. I heard the screaming of this rose. She's all alone, and her screaming sounded like the crushing of bone. If they dug up her grave, if they dug up her grave, and they reached her tombstone for the sin that shakes the heavens, can they atone? If they take out her body and take proudly her captive, what excuse to her father and her brother can we give? Can we let it happen? We are Zainab's children. I felt as if I stood at the edge of time's end. I felt as if I stood at the edge of time's end, and standing here, I saw upon Zainab a trend. I felt that with a tyrant she had to contend, and that a captive to Kufa, Zainab, they'd send. Only now there'd be not a soul to her wounds mend. With her between their hands, who will to her wounds tend? If her body is taken, she'll awaken between them. For us she will be searching and complaining against them. In her eyes, her vision, we are Zainab's children. Oppression wanted a grave, and Zainab's they find. Oppression wanted a grave, and Zainab's they find. The stand against oppression alone she defined. The beauty of her dome makes them with anger blind. God bless the hand her golden palace designed. God bless the hand her golden palace designed. Her shrine, it bends the scales against all mankind. Man is man, man is man, but Zainab, she is one of a kind. Her shrine, it is a beacon. Nations listen to her voice. In the eye, her dome glistens. The heart weakens without choice. An easy decision. We are Zainab's children. A call came that froze the blood. A call came that froze the blood deep within our veins. A call came that froze the blood deep within our veins. They said, we will not rest till not a single grave remains. Is it the devil that's holding Syria by chains? Is it Zainab captive or her father in chains? Is it the devil that's holding Syria's reins? Is it Zainab captive or her father in chains? They destroyed Hijr's grave and wanted his remains. How long before their eyes will turn upon Hussein? No. No, we will not allow them. We are the children of zeal. The devil's hand will never her shrine enter and feel as dark shadows widen. As dark shadows widen, we are Zainab's children. I saw high on her dome her brother's banner flies. I saw high on her dome her brother's banner flies. Even after her death, her flowing tears he dries. The name of Zainab on their forehead each man ties. This pride we've marked upon our heads, it never dies. Know that by the grave of Zainab our pride it lies. Know that by the grave of Zainab our pride it lies. It will manifest into Mehdi if she cries. God forbid if she topples, evil grapples with Mehdi. Just as the sun is rising, his uprising eyes will see. He knows if he'd return. We are Zainab's children. A message we've given. We are Zainab's children. Every person here has a hajat. Every person here has a wish, a need, a desire. There are many ways for us to get these hawaj and these desires and these wishes given to us. And there are many ways to request it. They say one of the greatest doors to your desires and your wishes is the door of Abu Fadhil Abbas. Inshallah, I will get to Muhammad. But I want to read a short poem on Abu Fadhil Abbas simply for all our hawaj, and simply for all our desires and our wishes, in hope that Abul Fadhil will ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us his wishes. So before I read this poem,
second salawat, please.
I see you, Abbas, as the crown that sits on my head. I see you, Abbas, as the crown that sits on my head. And your name, it flows beautifully in each tear I shed. All are in awe of you. Abbas, I adore you in each tear I shed. O immortal flag that against the wind flies, O mountain that alone could hold 7 skies, O he who could not bear to hear children's cries, I tell you that your name, Abbas, never dies. Generations sit, and in awe of you they listen. Generations sit, and in awe of you they listen. And your name sparkles in the tears that on them glisten. Watch them, they ache for you. Abbas, I adore you in each tear I shed. O diamond that your virtues found and made rare, O he who has left souls frozen by his glare, O he who cares for those that are without care, O he who cares for those that are without care, you have hearts knocking on your door everywhere. All of your father's lovers share an understanding. If they have a need, at your door they will be standing, knocking, waiting for you. Abbas, I adore you in each tear I shed. O lion that, waiting to serve, would kneel. O volcano that erupts with your zeal. For you, standing with no water was surreal. O Abbas, we know you. O Abbas, we know you and we know how you feel. You stood there, confused as the water poured to the ground. Every drop that falls came for you a torturing sound. Confused, we witness you. Abbas, I adore you. You love those girls so much, it was almost unfair. Your eyes would light up and burn with their despair. Whoever hurt them, your thunder would burn out their air. Bodies for these girls' tears, bodies for these girls' tears. To you, it was fair. Your heart had a gate, and none would dare open it. These girls had a key, they'd come and inside your heart sit. Their touch, it comforts you. Abbas, I adore you. You reshaped love and you called it brotherhood. Yusuf wishes that in Hussein's place he stood. O flag bearer, have you not yet understood? Even love would sing your praises if it could. Don't you understand, O highest peak of selflessness? You are a symbol to oceans of hearts in distress. Are you aware of you? Abbas, I adore you. After you, we found no battle difficult. And to no stranger have we bowed down or knelt. If we were ever weak, your anger we felt. In Abbas's flame, all of those who oppressed would melt. In every lover, O Abbas, there is a battle. And from what you've taught, to win it, we are capable in us. We all found you. Abbas, I adore you. With your sweet name, my existence I would crown. I adore your smile as I do your frown. You taught me to raise my head up whenever I'm down, because when I look up, there I see your crown. Everything you are and everything you stood for, it became my pride. I recall this pride with every tear I tried to hide. I crowned my head with you. Abbas, I adore you. Abbas, if you see that in sorrows I'm drowning. Abbas, if you see that within sorrows I'm drowning, won't you extend your hand after everything? If I tell you, Abu Fadhil, I'm begging, would you turn away and leave this heart breaking? No, No, I do not care. No, I do not care if they say it's impossible. You are the Abbas. You make anything possible. And in need, I come to you. Abbas, I adore you in each tear I shed because I see you, Abbas, as the crown upon my head. And your name flows with every tear I shed. All are in awe of you. Abbas, I adore you in each tear I shed. Funny because the whole tour, every city that I go to, I've been trying to start kind of competition. I went to Dearborn and I said, you know what, the loudest salawat I've heard is in London, and you know they kind of got upset by that, gave a really loud salawat. Right now, Dearborn is number 1. Number 2 is, I would say, maybe Toronto or Orlando. But I'm hoping that you guys can take number 1's place. So I'm gonna ask you to do a salawat. And when I say Dearborn is number 1, I mean like, their salawat is pretty loud. So if you think you can beat them, you know, go for it. If not, I think for number 3 or 4, up to you guys. Salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Maybe it's a bit louder to get the number 1 slot. Salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. I didn't think anyone would beat Dearborn salawat, so you guys can give us some salawat to beat them. We are of course here to celebrate, amongst many things, the birth of Ali Ibn Talib. So what I want to do, I want to take you through Imam Ali's great life, from beginning to end, inshallah. So hopefully it won't take too much of your time, but hopefully you can concentrate on the words and concentrate on the picture that I want to paint. This story begins with Rajab's moon halfway through its cycle. Fatima Asad, the Kaaba she circles, by the pangs of sudden labor she's encircled the beginnings of Ali, our leader. With the pains of birth for help she prays, and the Kaaba opens for her in praise. Whilst the envious eye upon her it prays, the call of O Ali soothes her labor. They see her emerge. They see her emerge and they see the Kaaba close. Muhammad receives Ali and holds him close, raises him in his house, and with his wisdom clothes him, bathes him in fear of his creator. Ali, raised within the house of the Holy Prophet. From his wisdom first-hand Ali he would profit. The belief in God, he first professed it, saying, I believe in God and his messenger. And I believe battles are where Ali soared. I believe battles are where Ali soared. If you want to know Ali, look to his sword. Never has a true man been defined by his sword, not through death. It's life he would empower. As a true poet with word would once cite, not me. As a true poet with words would once cite, Ali, in battle you are blessed with a lion's sight, yet your humility, who knows its length for sight? Off the battlefield, who knows who you are? Fearless from the battlefield, free of wounds, till now men seek vengeance as Ali their blood wound. When his sword killed, it did not need to re-wound, and still they're fuming from God's own soldier. Caught in the vice of Badr's harsh desert, or Uhud, where ashamed was left the desert, when the Prophet, his own companions, will desert him, all of them except for Haidar's sword and his honor. Or look back to history's great verses, when it was once Amr ibn Awid versus Ali, and about this poet still write verses. He who wrestled lions, killed by Karra. The Jews of Khaybar, they were scared to duel. The man who buried every man he would duel. Ali, who would face a divine sword that has sharp end jewel, the sword that divides heaven and hellfire. one ponders on his mother. One ponders on his mother, what she bred, the man who buried every man. One ponders on his mother, what she bred. What faith did she have when men like him she bred? A soldier who feasts on nothing but hardened bread, yet has the strength to lift the door of Khaybar. When God has put him first, who will put him fourth? When to Muhammad God's command was brought forth, the nation under a heavy noon was brought forth. To call him a friend? No, Ali is a master, and as Muhammad embraces his demise, a devil's coalition come to demise the usurp of power, and Islam's near demise. Devils are made in the lust for power. Wanting Ali, they shredded Ali's rose. Zahra on her tribulation's day arose in the shape of a nail, that on her womb arose, fell the best unborn for the best mother. And how can the heart not break for this tale? How can the heart not break for this tale? What patience, he who desires to tell all, to bring that man as to rip off the devil's tail. Know that Ali's patience saved this oppressor. Know that Ali's patience saved this oppressor. And when Ali became caliph, know that he'd worry about the poor and his state, and he'd rule by justice, so that the future it would heed his lessons that leave all in wonder. He'd not differentiate and kept peace. Both the Muslim and the Christian were a piece of Ali's encompassing justice that brought peace between men of all belief and color. Yet though justice upon his breast he wore, the envious against him, they still waged war, and the age in Ali's eyes awaited war. Can a believer kill a believer? Can a believer kill a believer? He who history's pages he has read would see Jamal, and a mother who had read the death of her own sons with her hands colored red, she raised a sword against the Prophet's brother. If you want to know Ali, watch this scene. When his army faced thirst, they'd not heard nor seen. Yet when Ali captured the water at Safin, he'd not deny his enemy water. Yet despite when even justice to him bows, though he'd not let even an ant to him bow, those who hated Ali since Badr aimed their bows at justice embodied in honor. When long ago the heart within Ali died, they ask him, why your grey beard you haven't dyed? To which he answers, Muhammad said, it will be dyed by the blood of my skull, cursed be of my killer. And then a man who sold his soul just for measly cents, his killer perfumed his sword with devil's scents. And Ali knew, just as the lion it would sense, but came the farewell to Islam's pillars. The man who through injustice he would wade the fate of death upon Ali, it was weighed and was decided with a touch of injustice. Weighed, injustice killed justice on that plunder. Injustice killed justice on that plunder. And as Ali's left to float on death's tide, his orphans they sway left and right on unsure tides, as upon them the pangs of death and thirst are tied, as awaits them the land of Karbala, as awaits them the land of Karbala. He who wants to know where we find our pride, he who wants to know where we find our pride, men are jealous of our fortitude and our pride. Our pride is Ali and his children. Our pride is Ali and his children. This can't be pride from our bones, from our blood, nor our nature. This is Ali. This is Ali. He is our source of inspiration and pride. This is Ali. He is our pride and he is our source of inspiration, our guide, and he is our salvation when we are judged in that final hour, when each nation is brought with their leader, when each nation is brought with their leader. sure if I have time for one more poem. Do you guys want to hear one more poem? Yeah. You do? Give us a last poem. My sincere apologies for taking a lot of your time, but I feel that whilst I'm here in the US, I would love to read inshallah, share with you a few words, and take you to Najaf al-Ashraf, to visit Ali ibn Abi Talib, because right now every heart wants to be in Najaf al-Ashraf. And whilst we're not blessed with physically being there right now, hopefully I can take you there with my words very briefly. I say I'm entranced by Ali and entranced by his might. Like his battles stood in awe of his might, so I ask, O Lord, in hope that you might grant me his visitation and allow me to stand in front of Ali, allowed to pledge my allegiance toward him, allowed. I beseech you, Lord, for but a chance. His visit, it comes so rarely, a chance, even though his name my heart daily it chants. Even though he sleeps in my eyes, a rose. I wanted to draw him, so I crushed this rose. I drew him with its juices, till he arose in me, his love scattered here like leaves. My lungs became a fall for his leaves. He teases me with his touch before he leaves, saying, come to Najaf as my guest. He says, come to Najaf as my guest. Ask your Lord to invite you as my guest. For how long have the taste of my scent you guessed? Till he disappears from me. He disappears from me. I groan and moan, wishing to visit him. I groan when within his absence, for too long I've grown. Too long have I been separate from him. Ali and my daily chores dream of him. My memories of his shrine sing me a hymn, telling me to get my things all packed, to buy my ticket and fly out, whilst packed are my things, so that I can renew my pact with Ali, and I long for his presence. My dreams take my soul, and to him it presents this soul with my heart and my mind as but presents. For too long do I dream of the rays of the ancient sun of Najaf. For too long do I dream of the rays of the ancient sun of Najaf. Its rays gently touching my skin with his love. I raise my hands toward my Lord and his throne. O Lord, all hope of returning I've thrown away like a child, but to see his throne. I want you to see my Lord. I want you to see my Lord and weigh your decision about my prayer your way, as you do, O Lord, as you do with all I ask. You weigh the options, but just know that the weight of this weight is killing me. Just know that the weight of this weight is killing me. Its weight sits on my back, crushing me, but still I wait, I dream. I dream, and so secretly, per hour, Lord, grant me this, I whisper. Per hour, I raise my hands, a prayer of might and power. Take me back, fly me over those seas. If I'm not there, I'm drowning in these seas. For my eye, but Najaf and Ali, it sees. For my eyes, but Najaf and Ali, they see. Lord, grant me the visit of Ali, my master. Lord, grant me the visit of Ali, my master. And with that, thank you so much for listening. Thank you to the organizers for organizing this program. Thank you for inviting me. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sallallahu alaihi wa
Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad.